Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brightops, and welcome back to Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. Now, why are we going to be doing a job for Vedex? Well, quite simply, that bonus point of cognition gauge. You cannot underestimate just how beneficial it is to be able to store more and more points going forward. It's just because one extra point is the difference between getting a unit onto the field and not, or having an attack at a key moment. Magos, the discovery of this new tomb is a cause for great perturbation. God damn it. Perturbation. I can imagine, Vedex, a foul place indeed. It is to be hoped whatever diseases are within are not communicable to humans. There is one element of its foulness that cannot help be noticed by our personnel on the ground. You refer to the stench. A tech priest cannot be dismayed by such things, but less augmented personnel are complaining vigorously about the matter. The fumes are actively damaging rebreather components. Levations 7.14. Bleak be the prospects when the black wind of heresy blows. Your solution, Lecto Dogmatis? Sacred incense burners placed at key points in the tomb of Ubjo will banish the noxious fumes. I suspected as much, and I take it the tech priests under my command will be expected to enter the tomb and place this incense. Indeed. Then we are of the same mind in this matter, Magos. Ah yes, this is the Flayer tomb, if I recall correctly. The tomb of Ubjo is infested and the atmosphere is toxic. It's damaging our rebreathers and pushing filtration glands to their limit. When the sacred work is complete, conditions shall be greatly improved. I hope you're correct. Note the Skitarii relish being sent in the tomb of Ubjo. They will do their duty. Oh, they will, Magnus, complaining all the way. We're ready to advance. Yeah, can't really blame them for this one. Because, yeah, this is the Flayer one. This is the one which is filled with bloody flayed skin and human remains. Well, human and just basically animal remains in general. It is a foul place. And we have the job to kill all enemies. Easy enough. Alright, we got our sniper friend. Alright, we've got our thing there. Let's see, we've got one scan. One scannable platform. Alright, seems like there's only the one scannable thing, but that's fine, actually. Ah yes, and we also can't be sniped while our thing is activated too. Nice. Alright, that was a bit of a waste of a element of surprise, but no matter. We can make do. Ah yes, and I could have gotten that free shot off, but... oh well, too little too late. See, is there... yes, there is another one. Thank the Omnissiah for that. Because it means I can do this, and test out our new axe. Solid damage, plus the whole acid thing. Nice. Let's see, can we kill you before you can get away? Yes, we can! And we can send the servitor in to cause us to not die. That's just swell. Plus the free cognition's always nice. Alright, we could get close enough not to trigger his thing. Though he appears to be just jumping around a lot like a jelly bean. Not jumping around so much now, are you, you sniper face jumping bitch? Wait, this thing had armor? God damn. Well, it's gone now, so let's just wreck it. So at least the panel's down, Tomb's Awakening will go down a bit. All good. And I'm pretty... no, the servitor lives. Good job, Jeremy. Its name's not actually Jeremy, I'm just calling it that because why not? And Jeremy went and slew the horrible, horrible, nasty stuff. Or we start taking pot shots at bloody flayed ones. Nope, you're still alive. Bastard. Well, let's change that, shall we? Ooh, pretty solid hit, too. Nice. And while we're at it, we might as well repair the servitor. Because Jeremy did a good job. We might as well make sure he stays alive. To get shot again, and if only to be shot another day. Yeah, we don't really need to summon any additional help. That seems like a bit of a waste. Still, let's finish this off, shall we? And we get all the cognition. Nice. Through this junction of passageways is one of the places selected for the incense burner. An unexpectedly strong air current is blowing through the intersection. It will disperse the incense before it has a chance to perform its purpose of sacred odor banishing. Let's see, reformulate, use check law to alter the chemical makeup of the incense and intensify its effect. Search for the source of the air current or redeploy. Redeploy. The cohort finds another intersection where the air current is not as strong, and set up the incense burner there. However, this deviation from their path exposes them to observation by the Necrons, who begin to close in. That's fine, we got more Blackstone without any actual negative thing. So, push on. Alright, they've been alerted. Glyph. I think you're... Yep, you are not a good one. Not a good one at all. But no one's injured, so we can recover. One of the cohort has become infested with skin crawler grubs. These creatures are native to Sylvia Temporis and live off carrion, of which there is a plentiful supply in the tomb of Objo. The grubs burrow into skin and damage the muscle tissue beneath, and are both painful and demoralizing. Let's see if we can ignore the problem for now. It can be dealt with when the mission is over. Support, administer medical triage rites to stem the worst, or scorch. Fire seems... No, support. The medical attention treats the most serious symptoms of skin crawler grub infestation. However, the grotesque nature of the infestation is made clear to the whole cohort, affecting their mental resolve. They're a bit more awakened, but we get more Blackstone. Alright, let's just go get this over and done with, so we can move on to other missions. Because I kind of want to have at least a third tech priest in the party before we attempt basically one of the bigger bosses. One of the actual bosses. Come, Jeremy, you have the right to fight and die for us yet again. As long as your friend, Steve-O. And I completely just forgot the fact that our tech priests are in fact immune to being shot at until they attack. Whoopsie-daisy. Oh well. No point worrying over spilled... No point worrying over it now. We've already committed. Coglet collects that. Alright. Well, we might as well start there. Seems as good a place as any. Jeremy, no! Oh well. I mean, we probably aren't going to be broken up by this or anything, because, well, that's literally his job. Just going to move here, just to... Basically, when the thing tries to move away, we get a free shot at it. Some damage is taken, not great, but survivable. And oh look, we got some new friends to help us. The gang's all here. I feel like that shot was taken because he was the guy who stabbed him with the axe. I mean, you're not necessarily wrong to make that decision. But still, 'tis annoying. Alright. And you can go and play with this fellow over here. Right. Ah. Stupid Overwatch was still triggered. You bastard. Still, at least you're gonna be gone. And how? Alright. Do some repairs, because repairs are good. I mean, it doesn't cost us money in the long run. Let's see, and there doesn't appear to be many Necrons left, which suggests that once we scan a thing, that people are just gonna pop up, as they are wont to do, but alright, we can also cleanse you of that movement impairing stuff. Oh no, they've summoned they've summoned reinforcements. No surprise there, but I was kind of expecting we would be able to scan first. Still, at least they're just the basic warriors. They're pretty... It's fairly easy to deal with that. Might as well also take advantage of the crit to get past the fairly solid armor. Alright. First blow there. Second blow is a stab. And fire. Be gone. Alright. And we might as well get the scans going. Yeah, why not? We got to destroy some Xenos tech, and we lowered the thing a little bit. Not sure if it's going to be enough, but yeah, it's not going to be enough to lower the thing. But to lower the actual score, but at least it's better than nothing. And you're dead too! Yeah, bloody Oathmaster Superior is not messing around. He wants his Necrons dead, they're gonna die. Alright. Okay, I thought something like this might happen. But that's fine. That's exactly why we wanted to clear house before we got too deep into the situation. Be gone! See, one down. Not dead. Not dead, but I don't think it's enough to really stop our assault. Nice, we also got that auto repair too, which is kind of nice. Always nice to have that. Alright. Now let's just finish these bastards off. And stop murdering our way through the remains. One. Two. And just for the prize, 3. And you're dead no matter what. There we go. Be purified, bitches! This may not be a well-omened place for the burner. Meditations, Logic Hell, verse 619. How dim the sacred light burns when the unholy darkness loometh all about. The chamber where the burner is placed is festooned with scraps of gory human skin, and the walls are inscribed with Necron sigils that exclude a sense of unholiness. Scorn, reject this cursed place and find another place for the incense. Sanitize, attempt to clean away the worst, or bless the chamber. Sanitation. The cohort attempts to remove the drapings of skin and clean away the blood. The work is demoralizing, and the oppressive nature of the chamber takes its toll on them. However, they are able to recover some augmetics and weapons from the sorry remains of the bodies butchered here. So it's gone up a little bit, that's fine. We got a flamethrower of some description to play with. Nice. Sacred incense burners begin sending clouds of sacred toxin-neutralizing smoke through the tomb. Though the tomb of Obadjah is still an extremely unpleasant and dangerous environment, the most severe effects of the fouled atmosphere are counteracted, and the Skatari are able to operate there with greater effectiveness. Already the tomb of Obadjah represents less of a moral threat to our mission. Kalaman Altations 5.25. The sweet incense of faith conquers the toxic stench of corruption. Its inhabitants are no less inimical to our presence, however. And they will be destroyed, Magos. Like every other Xenos on this planet, they will fall before us. Mactarian Commentaries, Chapter 71. As we purify the ground beneath their feet, they shall find no shelter. I admire your zeal, Vedex, but our mission will not be achieved with faith alone. That is why we brought guns as well as prayers, Magos. There's a logic to that, and I can appreciate. Alright. Alright, yeah, we only have to spend about 10 Blackstone. I think we've more than made up for that, so yay. And we've got another cog meter, which is useful in many ways. Okay, we've got another Bob mission. But first things first, just having a quick look what we've got. Omnissiah Axe, noise reduction, containment, heavy metal, and of course these two. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna give this one a shot. A historical perspective. Extract data on Epsilon Denmark Yoth from the ship's Archive Morbundus. Tech Priests and Servitors, of course. We'll take 2 Servitors. We'll take one of the Rust Stalkers, because damn, they're effective. And yeah, we'll take a ranged unit for this. Error. Information flow interrupt. Classified. Additional data retrieval failed via Epsilon Denmark Yoth. This is troubling, Tech Acquisitor. If there are followers of an arch heretic on my ship, I would know more about them than their name. Their crimes must have been grave indeed for information on them to be prescribed on Sigilus 8th of all places. Fermenting hypothesis. Information gathered prior to proscription order. Chance of existence is greater than 0. Or less than 0. Less than 0. Then perhaps the ship still has records of this Epsilus. Obsolete data is collected in the Archival Morbundus. I should see to its extraction in person. Naturally, I shall assist you, Magos. So we're going to be doing some house cleaning today, it seems. Yeah, well. I am receiving reports of rebel activity in the vicinity of the Archivum, Magos. They are not mere rebels, Subtrune. They are heretics. All the more reason to meet them with overwhelming force. We should throw every last one of them out of the airlocks. Before we can defeat the enemy, we must know it. I am as eager as you are to see this threat ended, but I will not attack while ignorant. Our objective remains the Archivum Morbundus. If the heretics wish to oppose us, we shall go through them. Probability calculation in progress. Calculation partially complete. Likeliest data repository, Archaeological Server Primus. A useful starting point, Tech Inquisitor, but the data we seek could be anywhere, and if the heretics sabotage what we are looking for first, then there's no use searching at all. Let's see, the Archivum Morbundus contains thousands of data repositories and millions of files. Seeking a particular piece of information is more an art than a science. Let's see, concentrate on mining the Archival Server Primus for data on Epsilus. Epidemic rivalry. The heretics are the real issue here. If they are driven off, the Archivum Morbundus can be searched at leisure, kill them all, or literature review. The data could be anywhere. Search several data repositories for any glimpse. Let's see. You know what? They're right. Heretics are the real issue here. If they are driven off the... Yeah, let's do that. If we get rid of the heretics, they can't sabotage our stuff. My thoughts exactly, Magos. Punish these traitors, get our data, and drive the unbeliever host from our ship. Loading approval. Approval expressed. Then let the sparks of fury light the furnace of justice. Here they come. Objective updated. Let's see, the Archivum Morbundus is spread out over a wide area. Though there is a main entrance, several other ways mean the heretics could attack from anywhere. Let's see, back to back, deploy a group near the main computer. Cover the 6, the heretics will probably attack through the main entrance. Deploy the cohort to cover this way in and mow down the heretics as they attack. Or diffuse deployment. Deploy scattered across the area to cover as much of the Archivum as possible. You know what? Back to back seems like a good idea. The heretics are almost here. The stink of their unbelief infects the neurosphere. Make ready to repel them. Gather around the main computer to cover all directions. We must stand together and deny the enemy the chance to divide us. A pair of heretics is already in the Archivum, busy scouring the servers for information. They have opened up another server nearby, which could easily be searched by a servitor without alerting the heretics. Let's see, their backs are turned, they are unaware, kill them both. Observe and report. Observe the heretics. This is a rare opportunity to know the kind of the enemy. Or opportunistic download. Access the open server for as much data as possible for the combat is joined. Fuck 'em. Sound thinking, Magos. He who strikes first most often strikes last. Power up weapons and mark your targets. Open fire! The two heretics are caught in the blast of accurate fire and are dead before their charred bodies hit the ground. So at least one heretic, the big one of the actual proper guys, is dead before going into this. And we need to survive 5 rounds. So let's have a look-see. Servitor, Tech Priest, Servitor, Tech Priest, Servitor. Okay, we need to survive 5 rounds. That will be fine. We can make do. There's a lot of servitors, but we can survive. It seems they're spending their term activating an ability called Sprint, which, if I have to guess, means they're gonna be a lot freaking faster than I like. But that is fine. We can do that. Oh! Oh, I'm a fool. They can't actually attack us. Not yet, anyway. And we might as well do a quick scan. What is... Because we can attack this thing. What is actually... I'm not entirely sure what breaking the panel will do, since... Yeah, they can't really... do anything. Because this is not a Necron thing. So Necron Awakening does not happen. So I have no idea what actually comes about if we break the panel. I'm assuming it screws up our own thing, so... Because, you know, this is our own bloody ship. So let's not, you know, randomly break equipment, if we can help it. Let's see, is there any other scanning points? Yes, yes there is. If I had to guess, if we had chosen differently, one of our objectives would have been grab all the scans or something, but right now our job is destroy. And we brought the servitors out. So if nothing else, the enemy now has something that they can shoot. Which should... Wait a second, you're a tech priest, aren't you? But I don't think these tech priests have the same technology we do. Or at least or the ones that we killed during the initial engagement. Useful. Very useful. Well, if nothing else, we know this bastard's exposed, so... So I'm pretty sure this particular guy may be our first target. Alright, you absorbed the blow, that's fine. Because you're not absorbing this one. Close into the melee. Because the servitors are basically not a factor. Not really. Like, yes, they're bad, but there are worse things, right, that can plague us. Alright. Tech Priest is dead, or at least another one is. Which is useful for us. Because the less of those bastards there are, the better. And while we're at it, we might as well give this last... Where's the last bugger? Saw him a moment ago. Servitor, this... Oh yeah, Sorry, he looked like a servitor from a distance. Because remember, children, the chance to learn information, yeah, it's good, but at the same time, being rid of an additional serious threat is a bit better. Now let's get rid of some of the servitors. Because the less enemies there are, the better. Plus we get bonus points for them being dead. Alright, take your pot shot. He's not dead, but he's that one's definitely going to be hurting. Begone, wretch! There goes another one. Fantastic. Yeah, I don't really want to break a panel. That seems like a bad idea. Some quick repair work. Just to be safe. Alright, I think we'll leave you there, just so that when he... because if he tries to attack him, that's literally, he's got the armor to resist it just fine. Or her. Tech priests are kind of weird like that. Rustalker. Finish this son of a bitch off. Alright, we might not get the last panel, or at least we might not see the last panel, but... well, we're gonna see what happens when we survive all the rounds. Quite sure why it won't let me go this way, but there appears to be some sort of invisible wall in the way. Still, we saved us all some time and effort, so no one can complain too much, I guess. Alright, we've survived all the rounds. There's only two of them left, too. Nice. The servitors delve deep into the arcane information architecture of the Arcanum Morbidundus. Thousands of years of obscure and incomplete data are data mined. Finally, a series of files concerning Ephelis Demek Yoth are found and uploaded to the ship's command throne. This data is astonishing. Were I susceptible to emotional overload, I would be stunned. Ephelis Demek Yoth was an Archmegos xenobiologist who specialized in researching the Necrons. Much of the intelligence we have used on this mission originated from Elephas's studies, and yet none of this information is recorded anywhere else. Hypothesis. The information prescription order was successful. Corelli, mostly successful. There is no suggestion of what crime they committed to be branded an arch-heretic. However, the fact their followers are present on a mission to investigate a Necron tomb world cannot be a coincidence. Alephas's followers seek something on Sylvia Temporis equals high percentage high, and it is our task to say they do not get it. So yeah, a lot easier than the first mission, but then again, I also didn't just randomly have our people one of our people who was a ranged fighter start off in melee. So that's a bonus. Okay, we also unlocked a Scavarian infiltrator. Alright, we'll have a... Yeah, we got a thing for it. Nice. So let's have a quick look at you. Rust Stalker. Here we go. Huh. Hang on. There we go. Let's see, at the start of a battle, the infiltrator appears untargetable until they perform an attack, and they have a single target ranged attack. At least from level 1. Not bad. Not bad at all. Definitely goes to the Rust Stalker pretty damn well. So let's see, rank 13, rank 12. So what were we working on with you? Ah, yes. Upgrade there, grab another piece of gear. And in your case, we'll grab another thing of gear as well, so at least you're both on the same level. Alright, right. Right, we'll stick with that one. We don't want to equip a ranged weapon for Oathmaster, because they get bonuses for not doing that sort of stuff. Okay, do we have any... Well, we'll have a quick look over this way. So you do 2, single target, ignores armor. Alright. I have to admit, a part of me kind of really wants to... Actually, we'll swap out the Protoss Blaster for the new one. Just simply because they both... This one does reveal statistics, it just does more damage. Though it does cost more cognition points, but we make those like no one's business. Let's see, your head... Now we'll stick with this for now. We'll stick with it with what we've got. Alright, I think we've made good progress. Just seeing if any new missions have opened up to give us an idea of... Second seal. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that bloody... The upgrade to the Curator Claw to do consistently more healing is... Yeah, that's probably where we're gonna be going next. But until then, my name is Protops, and I look forward to hearing from you. Take care.